What if it was a lion and an eagle?
That's a griffin.
Yeah, those already exist.
Yes, they've made them in books.
Hi, welcome to VS. I'm Troy Smith. This week, we decided to take AJ's words to heart. What if Griffin still roamed the earth, and centaurs had not been wiped out by manifest destiny? I invite you to sit back, relax, and let our panel of experts do the thinking for you. As we discuss who would win between a griffin and a centaur. It's sad that the centaurs and the Native Americans couldn't live in peace and harmony like every other people on this continent.
Well, actually, if you trace it back far enough, I think they originally came from space.
How would they penetrate the Earth's atmosphere?
Well,
It's all about trajectory.
It's like griffins are not only like eagle and lion; they're also part astronaut.
How was Neil Armstrong able to have sex in space through that suit?
And I don't think that you could genetically transfer your astronaut abilities onto your through sex.
But Joel's grandfather probably saw one in his backyard, just like sipping from the pool.
Well, I think we're all in agreement that a griffin would be bigger than a centaur.
Well, I would say that like eagles are pretty ferocious, and if it's an eagle and a lion, that's gotta like conflict.
Oh, the centaur's like half man, half horse, right? So you gotta consider
which half though.
Yeah.
Which
you gotta
half
consider
is it again?
It's the top half is human, and then it's got the torso and the legs of a horse.
Oh, good.
Only defense against the griffin would be the donkey kick.
Well, no. See, the centaurs aren't.
But it's not donkey.
They've got human.
Yeah, they got man brain.
But
I think that it should be like a floating platform in the middle of the ocean when it's very calm.
The centaur, just due to its lack of like fairly natural weapons, whereas the griffin has, you know, the beak, the claws, the power of flight, all that. I think the centaur should be able to bring like some homemade weapons with him.
I'd give him a stick.
Why don't we give him objects that he can use to make into weapons?
Yeah.
But the centaur is MacGyver. You got a MacGyver centaur that can just like, you know, build a gun out of grass and a musket. It gets a one shot.
That's true, and doesn't have time to reload it. He has a one-shot musket. One-shot musket?
In the Chronicles of Narnia, what's the difference between Mr. Tumnus and...
He's a
fawn.
He's a fawn.
Did you ever watch Xena Warrior Princess?
No.
Neither.
If it's a human versus another animal, you're not going to let the human have all this stuff. Because it's just a human versus this animal.
Right.
Is it safe to say that any other animals that would be living in the glen at this time have been evacuated?
Yeah.
That much weight, like 600, 700 pounds, coming at you in a dive. If that hits you, you're dead.
And if they could craft a laser in that forest, game over. I don't care how big a fierce comes face to face with a laser.
Yeah, I mean, you laugh, Joel, you laugh, but it scares the shit out of me.
Man has hunted lions and eagles. I mean, not very successfully.
What are you talking about?
They're known for their bestial behavior, and they love to raid weddings and violate women. Because the king was gonna have sex with this woman, and Zeus was like, screw that, and he made a cloud look like the woman, so the dude had sex with a cloud, and a bunch of horse people came out of it, and went around raping women.
So, like, if I walk through a fog bank, I'm gonna have, like, a bunch of horse babies?
It depends if you're masturbating.
Since when is a force of nature any match for human cunning and thinking, which the centaur has? I mean, look at global warming. We're fucking up those ice caps.
Yeah. Oh! It is supposed that centaurs were created genderless and without a magician could not reproduce themselves. This is making me lean towards Griffin. Look, he's carrying a cherubic baby on his back. I'm sorry, but a freaking warrior, a genderless warrior, pedophile, rapist horse. It
has a gender. If you look at Exhibit
that looks like
an affliction. Here's the point that I'm making: is I just looked at 4 websites, and they all mention drunkenness. I think that we have to assume, therefore, logically, that the centaur will be flat on his ass drunk. You guys need to quit negating and listen and open up your mind, because it says here that the griffin did not lay eggs; it laid an agate. That's a rock.
Again, all this stuff is cool, like, okay, it can nest in gold, like, that's pretty sweet and pimp, I gotta
That means it's freaking strong!
But unless, like, the centaur has, like, a treasure trove in his chest...
In Christian symbolism, the griffin originally represented Satan and evil.
Yes.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Think about why somebody would use that to symbolize the devil.
You know, the whole Satan thing, the Griffin is made up of the eagle and the lion.
Mm-hmm.
Eagle.
That's America and Britain.
Then again, the Centaur is half man, and look at man. We own this place.
I have to go for the Griffin though. I mean,
Yeah.
Unless you give the Centaur a weapon, then that's the only way that I think it has a chance. But if you
Well, like, what do you? Well, when you say weapon, like, what do you mean? You mean like a shotgun?
Let's not get back into this.
We probably ignored you.
Yeah, why are we going to talk in circles? We already laid the ground rules, now what's your answer? That's it. I don't care what your backup story is.
I still gotta stay with Centaur. Centaur gets into the forest.
well, don't say anything else. You'll get yelled at.
In humanity, there's a wide range of intellect. Why not with centaurs?
You're falling back into
Ain't that
a dangerous
intelligent?
slope where you're grouping all centaurs together.
I think that history has shown that centaurs were drunkards and deserve to be wiped out.
I'm starting to go towards Griffin, but I have not yet decided.
What more do you need?
Get on with it, Sarah.
What more do you need?
How can a Centaur fucking drive a Porsche?
You have this beak right here? Are you kidding me? You're dead!
I think
Right.
I think
And
you guys
so
are having to
the-
make
the
so many assumptions.
I think you give
Just-
too. I think
yeah,
you're giving too much intelligence
no,
to an animal.
you're ignoring physics.
In my party days, I'd like to come face to face with a centaur if they're that, you know, drunk and party, fun-loving people, with the exception of the rape. As far as facing one, you know, face to face, I would not really want to see a griffin. They seem pretty scary.
A Griffin would be cool to like, you know, ride around with like a sword and like kill things. I'd rather hang out with the Griffin.
You can manipulate the Griffin. If all he's gonna do is come straight at you, it's like fighting a robot.
I just came to realize that, you know, a shotgun isn't going to help you against like a tidal wave of violence.
I would say the Griffin is going to win, hands down. I win.
I would ride a centaur, like, and give him drinks and be his friend. You go around and pick up women with him, but Griffin? No. Never in a million years would I get near one.
Given the history of the Centaur, its history with women, I would face a Griffin any day.
I think Centaurs would be actually kind of creepy to hang out with, kind of like midgets. Are you cooking my fucking noodles?